Thank you. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to a special session of the Mayor and Council for the Town of Berlin. It is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. First item on our agenda is an opening statement by myself, Mayor Zach Tyndall. I'm going to keep mine brief, just that we, at our last meeting, had received some news from our Vice President, and it was brought to our attention at our last meeting during executive session, and I will let Vice President Burrell take it from there.
Good evening. As you may be aware, for some time now, I have had difficulty walking. My walking difficulty comes from a problem with my back, which keeps me in constant pain. In consultation with my family and doctor, I have decided to have my condition addressed by having surgery on my back. My recovery time will be several weeks. I will be away from the council for the months of November and December. It is my expectation to return to my council duties around the first of the year. I ask that you keep me in your prayers.
And I think, speaking for all of us and the public, we will, and we hope to see you back here as quickly as possible,
Yes.
but in a healthy manner.
Yes.
So we don't want you to be in pain, but thank you for sharing that with us and the public. With that being said, as a matter of addressing the continuity of government, our town charter is very clear that in the absence of the mayor, the vice president is to take over those responsibilities, whether that's presiding over a public meeting or in the absence or extended absence of the mayor to take over those responsibilities as well. So since Vice President Burrell will not be able to do those things in November and December, the body, I'm asking the body that we approve motion 2023-52, which is it says selection of, but it really is the creation of first the role of a Vice President Pro Tem. The motion reads, a motion of the Mayor and Council of the Town of Berlin to appoint a Vice President Pro Tem to serve as Vice President of the Council in the planned absence of Council Vice President Dean Burrell. The Vice President Pro Tem shall assume the duties and responsibilities of the Council Vice President effective immediately, and such appointment shall expire when Council Vice President Burrell returns to his position, or shall renew upon approval of the majority of the Council effective April 1st, 2024, for a period of time to be determined. So just so that everybody's clear, this position does not currently exist. We are asking that it be created to add for the continuity of government, but it only would have power if the Vice President is not here. When the Vice President returns, hopefully before April 1st, 2024, as Vice President Burrell has said, that position would basically be null and void and have no authority. So just so that everybody's clear on that. So up first, we do need a motion to approve 2023-52.
So moved.
So,
well, I have a
do we have,
question.
okay, go ahead.
Shouldn't Vice President Burrell sign this before it's?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. So
Shouldn't that be corrected?
what do you mean? I'm sorry.
Well, this has the signature for the Vice President Pro Tem.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That he should-
I asked Kate, after we had talked, I had asked Kate to update that. My apologies. The signatory on this is, the updated motion would be Dean Burrell, Vice President of the Council, because he is
He's
here.
doing it, right?
And while he is here, he has that authority. When he is not here, then that authority goes to the Pro Tem.
Then I'll second Jay's motion.
So I have a motion by Council Member Nur and a second by Council Member Horace. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Let the record reflect that motion 2023-52 passes unanimously with all council members present.
So we've never had to have a pro temp?
No, the charter specifies that there's a mayor, there are
Right.
council members, and then there is a vice president elected by the body.
Right.
If you recall, I think it was in 2020, we made it so that position has a tenure associated with
Yes,
it.
right.
So every 2 years when we have an election of this body, that position is then up again.
Right, I understand that, but there's never been a time during the charters.
Our charter is silent on that. No?
I don't recall it ever
That's
happening.
interesting. I mean, I'm glad that we've done this, but will this be forthgoing? will this be added to the charter itself?
No.
I
After-
don't see the need for that. because
Okay, that's
to
what
do
I was
a-
wondering.
To do a charter amendment,
Yeah,
it takes
a
months.
lot of work.
It's
I was just
it's
curious
months.
about that part.
And this is really under, this is not a
As
charter, well, this isn't a charter amendment, it's really rules and order of the body, which this body has the ability to create.
That's
So we
correct.
have created and abdicated that responsibility in the absence of the vice president.
Got it.
So now, with that being said, we have a vacant position, which is the vice president pro tem, and we will take nominations from the floor for that, or from the body for that.
I'd like to make a motion here. I've studied this body for almost 30 years now, and typically the vice president's position is held by the person with the longest tenure. We have 3 people who have been here the same amount of time, and in the interest of 2 reasons. One, I think she'll do a wonderful job. The second reason, I think it's very important for the town of Berlin to maintain diversity, the center of the dais, and in our leadership positions. I'd like to make a motion to nominate Shanika Nichols as the vice president pro tem.
So I have a motion by Councilmember Green,
I'll second that motion.
and a second by Councilmember Nerd to nominate Councilmember Shanika Nichols for the vice president pro tem. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? And let the record reflect that the position with a unanimous vote goes to Vice President Pro Tem, Shanika Nichols. Thank you. Congratulations.
I will say this, never did I ever. Have you ever played that game? Yeah, this is a never did I ever. And I will say this, I appreciate your, yes, that's the word right there in me, because after 5 o'clock, it's hard to tell what words will come out. Clean, Mr. Burrell? But I appreciate that, gentlemen. Thank you very much. I truly do. And Mr. Burrell, you leave ginormous clown-like shoes to fill in this 2-month time period. And I will be very respectful and doing my best to keep your seat warm.
Thank you.
Does she get the cushion?
Uh-oh.
All right, with that, let's move to comments from the public. Do we have any? All right, if not, oh, go ahead.
I just want to wish Dean the best. Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Thank you so very much.
And these guys are going to miss you.
We still have his phone number. We can bug him.
There you go.
Thank you. Up next, comments from the council. We'll start with Vice President Burrell.
I do not have a thing.
Thank you. We'll move to Vice President Pro Tem Shanika Nichols.
I get to be second.
You did.
Again, thank you, gentlemen, for your consideration. Mr. Burrell, I'm praying for a speedy recovery. Call me with comments because this chick is flawed. I'm just putting that out there.
Thank you. Councilmember Nair.
Just my very best wishes for a very, very speedy recovery. Absolutely. Thank you.
Councilmember Morris.
Just the same, Councilmember Burrell, Vice President, speedy recovery, healthy.
Thank you, thank you.
Councilmember Green.
Yeah, you ask for prayers, you're going to get them.
Yeah.
So just coming your way, and happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, and see you after the first of the year.
You better believe it.
How about chicken noodle soup? You want some of that too?
All right, up next, comments from the mayor. Just once again, speedy recovery, but I'm going to burn you up between now and then. Don't worry. You'll get annoyed by me. All right, up next, any comments from the press? Seeing none, Vice President Burrell.
Move to adjourn.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? All right. I think 10 minutes goes down as maybe the quickest.
History.
Dude, 9 minutes.
Good job.
Was it 9 minutes?